You know, the YNW Melly release date hearing was just set by Judge FI. It reads a second bond hearing for Melly has been set for Tuesday, May 6, 2025. Melly's attorney, Raven Liberty, will be presenting the argument for the rap star's bond with Judge Martin F.I. presiding. But a lawyer sitting inside court today wrote Judge F.I. looks to be seriously contemplating dismissal. He's mad, and the state continues to act like a penalty case is an annoyance, not observing orders and not preparing for hearings. This resulted in Melly's lawyer giving reasons why he should be released from jail. They kept it simple and told the new judge that no firearm was ever found.
So the first thing is so I can't know which firearm was used in order to replicate any of my tests. So I can't make tests for this observation because I don't know what was used.
Okay.
Melly's lawyers also showed GPS and text evidence from when the crime went down, which shows he was running away down the street.
So I asked him if he was okay, where he was. He was like, there's a car coming behind him, hiding. He was like, there's some, there's some. I think they're still out here or something. So I'm like, are you okay? He's like, I'm okay. I said, well, where are some of you being? He said, I don't know if they're in the car. I think they're...
However, it was then announced Judge Fee confirmed Melly should be allowed a chance of a bond release till the trial begins, stating he's been sitting in jail for several years without a conviction, which is just not right. But we then heard the judge announce Melly's ex-girlfriend Mariah was allowed to go home, as she posted a statement saying, "And to my village, thank you. I love you all so much. God's plan, not mine," as she didn't like how she was broadcast on the news.
Mariah Hamilton is spending her first day at the Broward County Jail. She has no arrest record until now. U.S. Border Patrol agents arrested her at Miami International Airport Monday after she arrived on an international flight. Court records show Hamilton was ordered to testify in Demons' first trial in 2023.
But in a unique switch-up from how judges usually are, it was announced Melly has to make an informed decision about who he wants as lawyers. He's now been sitting in our jail for 2,159 days because Judge FI actually wants this case to proceed and not keep getting delayed.
Let me repeat myself. Mr. Demons has to make an informed decision about who he wants his lawyers. He's now been sitting in our jail for 2,159 days. So, how long would you like to be able to make that decision?
I can't determine when we do that decision over at the Broward Sheriff's Office, but I can, as I said, I'm asking for and then I'm asking for a day or two.
And then we'll decide by tomorrow. I've also reserved all of tomorrow.
The judge couldn't believe how long he'd been in jail with no verdict, as the judge said to the prosecutors to give their reasonings why he had to stay locked up or he would be released on bond. This is when the prosecutors unloaded against Melly with evidence as they brought up the newly found motive that Mel had for the crime. According to an Oblock member, Melly wanted to make more money from the YNW business.
Did Vaughn really tell you that Melly told him that he was two friends?
He ain't come out and say, like, we got into an argument. And so, you know, when people can say something without saying. And so he told me, like, once I posted what I posted, he was mad at me, bro. Why you put that, bro? Walk up him. I'm like, you sitting up there, like, you know the love we got. You do this for us, but you gonna trust that his two friends? And he said, you was trying to extort him. And so I'm like, if they was trying to extort him, then why are you still around?
This was supposed to be a secret that Melly told King Vaughn, but Vaughn shared it before he passed away. But Melly's motivation stems from him and Ballin doing concerts, selling merch and brand deals to make money, while Sack Chase and Juvie apparently didn't do much. And if you know how King Vaughn was in street situations, you can guess the way he told Melly to handle it. And when you pair it with evidence of Melly admitting to the crime hours after it happened, it looks terrible for him.
He asked him if he was okay, and his response was, I did that, and placed a smiley face emoji.
And the next message from 10/26/2018 at 16:02 from Eastern Standard Time, the YNW Melly account says what?
After that, that's the HHH.
Also on Melly's phone was a video from someone's Facebook which showed Ballin and Melly being happy after Sack Chaser and Juvie passed only hours before.
Melly still turned regardless of what happened this early morning. He's still out here being very positive. Turned still. Hey! But still turned. Regardless of what happened. You already know.
As this shows them having no sympathy for their fallen best friends. But we had investigators dig into the physical evidence of the crime, like the Jeep they were driving in, as we had Sergeant Williams reveal someone inside the car had to have done the crime.
How many rounds inside?
3. From the driver's side back seat.
As to Christopher Thomas. Where did that?
Driver's side back seat. My determination was that this is not a drive-by, and it's based upon this picture here at a stationary position when all but one of these rounds are going in. The one round that has some movement in it, which is round site L here, the actually moving in that.
With Williams admitting the suspects had to be in the back left seat, Juve's mother revealed who was sitting there.
Can you state your name before we move your legal privilege? And are you related to one? Yes, I am. House. And who is that? Christopher Thomas. Ms. Phillips, did you see who entered into the occupants who entered into that gray Jeep? Yes. Do you recognize where your son entered that gray Jeep? Yes. Which seat? If you can identify the situation. We got in the back seat on the right hand side. Did you recognize the individual that got into the back seat on the left side, the rear driver's side? Yes. And who was that individual? Jamell.
This is when the prosecutors did the worst thing imaginable, as they are going to get Ballin to snitch against Melly with a new tactic, as they want to do court with Melly and Bolton at the same time.
Issue here, and you can try them together. It is the benefit of the state to try them together, just more efficient. You don't have to do things again and again. Do it all at once, and also get a better chance of having them incriminate each other during the trial. It benefits the defense to sever it. That way they can point the finger at each other and get away with it. So this is what's going on. But I don't think it should be automatically severed because the state is seeking a penalty for Melly, because it's only the penalty phase of the trial that would be different, not the guilt phase. The guilt phase is the same. They're both capital crimes, seeking the penalty on one, not the other, but that goes into the second part of the trial, the penalty phase, only if Melly is found guilty.
Because if Ballin knows he had nothing to do with ending Sack Chaser and Juvie, he won't just sit there and accept a life sentence. Behind bars, making it likely Ballin could point the finger Melly's way if it comes to it, because you may not know that Melly's lawyer already tried pinning the crime against Ballin in the first trial.
Where his Courtland Henry shows up at Memorial Hospital, Miramar. You don't see him sitting there, or where you will see him sitting is in the driver's seat of his car, buddy's car, riddled with. When he shows up with a change of clothing, change of shirt, powder residue on his hands, evidencing that he is a firearm. And he lies. He lies about where the incident occurred. He lies about how it occurred. And he lies about not having the phone. I think it was Miss Bradley herself who said everybody had the phone in the pocket, not Courtland Henry.
As we even had a forensic scientist confirm the findings of powder on his hands, as she said.
So the right hand of Courtland Henry contained 0 particles characteristic of plant residue and two component particles, and the left hand contained 1 particle characteristic of plant residue and 1 2 component particle.
And can you explain to us what that means?
basically, overall, service as an audience.
Portland didn't like this at all. Once this information came out, he tweeted out, "Mind games don't work on people like me," which he posted with a handshake emoji as if it's accepting some sort of deal. But did you know Melly's financial issues are going to get worse? They found disturbing evidence in Mariah's iCloud account relating to Melly forcing her not to testify in the trial, which is known as witness tampering. This charge alone carries a life sentence in prison, regardless if he took out a sack. Chase her in juvie.